Hello everyone, and welcome to a very shiny Sunday live chat. I'm Lee, and I wanted to share with you not just the shiny stuff that I have on, which is holographic and amazing, but I also wanted to share a new present I got. My birthday's coming up, and because some people know how much I absolutely love shiny things. If you don't know by now, I love shiny things. I went to the post office yesterday. I go almost every day, but I went to the post office yesterday to drop off some packages. And there was a package, a little package, that was stuck in my P.O. box. It would not come out, so I had to get my keys and slash through the box and pull everything out of there and then move the box so that I could get to it. Anyway, I live in Florida. It's very bright and sunny here most of the time, right? So, because I'm me and I'm impatient, I open it up while I'm walking to my car. It's in a little box like this. I open the top up, and this is what I see. All shiny, all crazy, but it sparkled so much in the Florida sun that I started laughing because, of course, it's exactly my kind of thing. It is big, it is obnoxious, it is one heck of a cocktail ring / potential weapon, I don't know. And I thought that it was just so delightfully me that it really just captured my attention so much and delighted me so much that I had to laugh out loud. So there we are. Now, I would like to talk about all sorts of things. So this ring is a really big ring right ahead of my finger. It's really quite large. It's probably about 1.5 inches, maybe a little bit bigger from side to side. So it's pretty obnoxiously large. It's pretty comfy to wear. I like it. But I want to talk about how we can make big changes with big things or little changes with big things. And sometimes a little change is just as powerful as a big change. Sometimes a big change might be something that you find yourself doing that you didn't expect to do. So maybe for some people, that's literally just going into trance, right? Maybe you've never done it before, and literally just going into trance is the big change that you needed to make happen. Also, hello if you're here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, and I'm glad that you are here. So maybe the big change that you needed to make happen was literally just learning how to go into trance, right? And then maybe there are some other changes that you could find yourself making that you might think of as big changes, especially if you're new to hypnosis. And those things might be things like getting a trigger to work absolutely every time it's supposed to, right? Every time it's safe and appropriate to do so, every time you're supposed to, there it goes, just working. And maybe you find yourself, I have to figure out where my camera is today. I've got too many things pointing at me. Maybe your brain is like, well, I don't know how many things I can do today, but I'm just going to make one little change. And maybe that one little change is that your brain learns a new thing, or you learn to do something a little bit better than you had before. Look at this glorious shiny ring, right? Like it is, I wish I could get this to focus on it because, oh, there we go. Look how magnificent this is. It is absolutely stunning how sparkly and shiny and immense it is. But when our brain makes little changes, they can be super powerful. And I like to think of it in the idea that even if you just put 1% of something away, or you learned 1% more about something, after so much time, you would know a lot more than you thought you did. You would have a completely different understanding than you did when you began. So, whether or not you find yourself making big changes with hypnosis or little changes with hypnosis, I want your unconscious mind to understand that all of those are powerful. And all of those lead to you being able to do things better than before. Hello, Ellen and Cormac. Thank you for being here. Yes, practice is very important. Practice is really, really great. I know somebody who wanted to do amnesia, and they were telling me about this because I'm kind of an amnesia person. So they were telling me about the work that they had done. They wanted to be able to forget things, and they had been practicing for 45 minutes a day, I think, for like a year and a half. And then things finally started to kick in. Now that's absolute dedication, right? That's dedication to the idea that if there's something you want badly enough, you can find a way to make it happen. You can learn and discover how to make it happen. Would it have been faster if they hadn't been doing it alone? Maybe, I don't know. Because some people want desperately on a conscious level to not be able to forget things. But we really do forget things all the time and in all the ways. So you just have to learn to allow your unconscious to go, oh, well, we don't need to remember this thing right now. Is this important in the scheme of our lives? Maybe, maybe not. And so the more we find ourselves realizing that if we can practice things, they get reinforced automatically. But sometimes we learn a lesson, a message so clearly the very first time, right? Sometimes we learn a message so clearly the very first time, like don't touch the hot stove, that we never do that thing again. We learn to make other mistakes, and that's totally fine. If you don't make a mistake, you're probably not trying, or maybe you're watching other people make all the mistakes and you're not taking those risks. You're just simply learning from what they do. But I'd like to let your brain know that however you find yourself doing that, however you find yourself responding to shiny things, to suggestions, to mistakes that you make, hello there, how are you? That your unconscious mind knows that there's a lot out there that you are gonna forget, and that that's okay. Your brain can realize that it is okay for you to learn how to forget things. And in this day and age especially, it is easier than ever for us to just look up some information for the most part. I have a very complex system in my emails of how I remember things in my computer, in my emails, how I remember things, little naming, scheming ideas. And so I can search for things that I want or that I need, because otherwise there's too much going on in my brain and I don't always have time to know that I'm going to fuss around with them, right? So, here we go. There we are. So it's so shiny. You're going to see that again. I promise you're going to see that again. Shiny hellos back to you. So I am so happy with this. Maybe I'll put it on this way. So happy with this. Look how massive it is. It's like a flower, only, I mean, it's about the size of a actual pansy, maybe. I don't know. It's pretty big, maybe bigger. So while you're all here, is there anything that your brains would like to do today? I could talk about almost anything. Oh, it's so nice to have you here, Adriana. Thanks for coming. I would like to say that I have I have not worked on a single file this week. However, I have a whole bunch of files that I am working on, and I would like to talk to you all about one in particular that I started, I'm not going to lie, a very long time ago. Affectionately called Magic Panties. Hopefully that's PG enough for our lovely host. I know, it's fabulous. I just love this ring so much. So let me see, I'll try to get it in focus again. I can. And if not, well, it'll just be glimpses of it. So, this file, somebody suggested it to me a long time ago, and I said I would do it, and I started it, and I never finished it. But then a couple other people recently have made strong indications that they would also like a file called that. So I don't know if the underwear that you wear, you would like to find yourself being controlled by and having to be made obedient by. Let me know if that's a thing that you find yourself fascinated by. For me, if it was, say, super shiny, I might be inclined to do that. Yeah. Oh, there we go. I think it just focused in. There. Oh, look how crisp and clear that is now. Maybe it likes it only if I use the other hand. Yeah, thank you. I thought that sounded fun too. So I like the idea that there could be a special pair or pairs that you have that you put on. And that when you do, you're compulsively obedient. And it feels so very good to wear them. It makes you happy, compliant, obedient. And perhaps the more you find yourself wearing them, the happier you become, the more obedient and compliant you are. Obviously, not everything and everybody, that would be silly. What's the point in being compliant and obedient all the time if it can't be special? That's not good, right? But you find yourself sort of compelled to wear them. Maybe you have a routine that you have to incorporate when you are wearing them. Maybe there's some part of you that feels how important it is to simply obey and comply when you have them on. Maybe they call to you so that if you've worn them, you wash them and then you have to wear them again. And there's something about that that makes you feel really, really good. It makes you feel amazing to wear these things. It makes you feel maybe like you have a little bit of a superpower and you just can't help it. Also, if you are lost in the shiny and you can hear the sound of my voice, I'm going to consider that a win. I'm going to hold this here for as long as my arm says I can. There is a proper distance, and I think it's about 3 to 4 inches away from the camera, and after that it gets to be too much. If I could figure out a way to zoom in, I'm not going to zoom in while I'm live, but if I can figure out a way to zoom in, I might do that so that you can see the gloriousness and all its faceted, shiny, cut brilliance. It's really so very nice. I am also staring at it while I'm talking to you guys, so hopefully you find that that's interesting too. So I wonder if your brain is just so thrilled and happy to listen, to give in. If you notice that your unconscious mind just wants to, it just wants to give in to this. Now, I'm talking about this file not only as a way to motivate myself to make it, but also because I think that there are more people than I am aware of that are really interested in that kind of thing, that like the idea of magic underwear, magic panties, or whichever word you would like to imagine. The alliteration just sounded fun to my ears to do it that way, but really there could be almost anything that you wear under that allows your brain to know that today's a great day to comply and obey. Oh, that rhymes. Today's a great day to comply and obey. Do you think so too? You can let me know. You can type it if you like it. If you don't, well, that's all right. But I bet your brain can feel how interesting the shiny is. Like, I love to tell your unconscious mind to just count all the different shines and flashes of light that you see, and to let your unconscious mind drop you down more and more deeply into trance with every flash, with every single spark of light. And the more you find yourself in that place, the better it is, right? So it's so easy to drop effortlessly and easily into trance while you listen to the sound of my voice, while you have a hard time looking away from this shiny because it is so very magnificent. And the more you find yourself listening and watching, the better it becomes, the happier you feel. Maybe you giggle a little bit. I love when people spontaneously laugh or repeat a mantra while I'm doing hypnosis with them. I think it is so very fun to let your brain make those things happen. The jacket. So I love this jacket too, right? The jacket is amazing. I guess I just really wanted to be all silvered out. I do like it with the hood, but it's just too hot in here. It just gets so warm in here. I've got like 3 ice packs. So anyway, so that's me, all hot and bothered with the shiny. Yes, it's a great day to comply and obey. Oh, thank you all. So fun. And I like that the idea of those underwear will just help reinforce that idea that it's a great day to obey, to comply, to give in. So I will be working on that file. I'm also going to let you know that a couple of friends and I have started a podcast. I actually started this podcast in 2015. And the podcast was called Mindless Banter, right? It's a great name for a hypnosis podcast. And then I did a few episodes, maybe like 6 or 8, something like that. And then I stopped doing it because life got in the way. But we've started to pick it up again. So I am now doing that podcast. And I'm going to have to go in 7 minutes because we're going to record our latest episode. We've recorded a bunch of them. You're going to be getting one a week, I think, or one every, I don't know if it's one a week or one every 2 weeks or once a month. Hi, RC. Hello, everyone. Dirk. Well, Dirk, if you would like me to do things, you're going to have to ask me nicely. I am not a vending machine, so keep that in mind. And usually I do what I want. And usually I do what I like. But I don't like doing what other people tell me to do when they just demand it. So if you ask nicely, you might find that I give you what you want. And if you don't ask nicely, too bad. So anyway, we're going to be doing some more of those. Yes, I don't know exactly when, but I'm going to record one in a very short period of time. So I wanted to come on and say hi to you all because it's Sunday and I'm trying to stream live every Sunday, except I will not be streaming live it's like the 4th or 5th. I forget exactly which date it is. 4th, 5th, 6th, something like that. But I'll let you know ahead of time. I might try to record something to release on that day instead. So, I would like you to find yourself thinking about shiny things today. Oh, this is another hazard of the jacket, Cormac. They all come off on me. I find them on the floor, and I'm like, damn it, I haven't worn that jacket in a week. Where did that come from? So, I would love it if you would find yourself giving in to the shiny things this week. I would love it if you could let me know that you want to find yourself listening to that file or not. I might put a poll in there so you can find yourself telling me if you like that idea or not. It's a great day to comply and obey. Yes, indeed. And if your brain wants more shiny things or if you would like something else, I'm good with all sorts of things. Also, for those of you who do, it is called Mindless Banter, and it is on at least Apple and maybe Spotify. I will try to find it and put a link, so I'll let you know. Anyway, I want to say thank you all for being here. I would like to make sure that I'm going to take away this shiny thing, and I would like you all to find yourself coming up on the count of 10, unless you have something else to do. If you know how to come up on your own and you'd like to stay in trance for a little while longer, I'm fine with that. But otherwise, if you want to come all the way up on the count of 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, take a nice deep breath in. 8, move and stretch a little. 9 and 10, all the way back. So if you find yourself in that place where you would like to listen, I'd appreciate it. I will probably take any ideas that you have. If you would like a snapping and counting file, the way Dirk wanted one, you can find yourself also making a comment on that, and maybe I'll make one of those because I do like snapping. I think that's a lot of fun, and my fingers do a pretty good job of it. So thank you all for being here, and I will definitely say hello to them, and find yourself wide awake and find yourself having a great day, and allow your brain to just know that wherever you go and whatever you find yourself doing, that today's a great day to obey and comply, to comply and obey, right? Yeah. So thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. I know it was short. I'm going to try to be here longer next week. It was just such a busy day. So many things had to happen. But I got all my stuff done. I'm grateful that you guys are here. Thank you for paying attention to the shiny stuff. Thank you for the shiny thing, friend. And I will talk to you all next Sunday, if not before then. So thank you. Goodbye. Have a great day.